Hello people, this is a response video to Jazz Sinclair's Are We in Hell? Is Earth Hell? Video. I've had the same thoughts myself, and I've done some research, and there are many other people who have come to a similar conclusion. Fallen angels, whatever. If we are in hell, then it's our job or our work to transform it into something that is not hell. And of course, it's a matter of perspective. If you're in hell internally, then you're going to be in hell wherever you are. Your physical location or your dimensional location doesn't matter. So if you pop on out of this earth hell realm as you see it, and you're carrying the same mentality, then you're going to be in hell somewhere else too. Doesn't matter. Yeah, everything eats everything else here, and we pretend that we're not eating everything else because we package it up and we call it, we call it the roast, or we call it the steak. We don't say, piece of cow. We don't say dead piece of cow when we list our meats in the supermarket, because people wouldn't want to eat that. So for us to pretend like we're civilized, there has to be this veneer of plasticity over everything. Otherwise we just realize, we're advanced brutes eating each other. Everything's eating everything else. We're the snake chasing its own tail. And we don't want to really think about that, so we pretend we're not doing that. But it's okay. It's all right. And as far as time is concerned, Jazz, it's written into the actual words. Me and my buddies were discussing this, and I've mentioned this before, but if you have clock, time, just break the words down. See the lock and tie me up. Clock time, see lock, tie me. It's written into the words. You're bound by time. And the word hell is in all of our supposedly beneficial things. Health. Help me. Even the word he will heal. He will. HELL apostrophe LL. That says hell. He'll go somewhere. These negative connotated words are everywhere in our language. Our whole, like we've discussed many other times, our language is spell casting, and we've spell casted a negative feel to the whole thing with the plastic veneer of pretend positivity and dreams, which is what society aims. And society aims to keep you bound by time and to keep your mind always in the future, ignoring the present. And that's just what it is. So the power comes from within, like all of the scriptures. Everything has always told us the power is within, the light is within, the God spark is within, and the hell realm comes, of course, when you get away from the present and you cast your spirit into the future of dreams. That's where the hell realm comes. And something else I was thinking about recently is that people get into little quibbles and arguments over all of these classifications, all of these words. For instance, the chakra system. A lot of people say, oh, we got to get rid of the chakras, or the chakras are evil, they're another soul trap. Don't Don't go to the light because you're going to come back here again. Like all this arguing, you can drop all of that. All of those are conceptions. If you just realize that. If you just realize that without the conceptions, in the space in between the conceptions, everything is perfectly fine. Everything is running perfectly fine. Your body runs perfectly fine without you thinking about chakras. Everything operates by itself prior to our conceptualizations, prior to our labeling. Our labeling is just for the logical mind. It's not for anything else. It's for left brain stuff. And left brain stuff gets you far away from gut instincts, heart, love, compassion. Left brain stuff is what's knocked in here by media and things all day long. And whether it's intentional plot or not, it doesn't really matter. The fact is it gets us away from our core, our creative core, which resides here in the present moment. So it's our job to stay here in the present moment and not allow the future to be a tool, allow the past to be a tool to create in the present, because that's the only place you can create. And in all honesty, this doesn't really feel like hell to me. We're not being tortured. You don't see me getting my limbs ripped off or anything. And I have freedom here. You have freedom here as well. All the external forces, they only have as much power as you give them. Give them power, then they have power over you. If you don't give them power, they don't have power over you. A lot of my life, I've waited for a boogie monster to pop out of my closet, or for somebody to notice me here and come tell me, oh, you should or should not be doing this. But that never has happened, and I doubt it ever will happen. It's me. I'm going and finding these things that look to be controlling me, and then whether or not I fear them depends on how much they're controlling me, because nothing ever controls aside from fear. If it's not fear, it's attraction. And attraction is much more powerful than fear-based control. So, if we're in hell, we just transform it. Just start dancing and singing. You're not in hell anymore. You know? But everybody has to do it how they do it. I do it how I do it. Jazz Sinclair does it how Jazz Sinclair does it. Peaches does it how Peaches does it. And all the rest of us in this little group, we do it how we do it. And we lend strength to each other. You know? Do you know? Do you see? See the lock? Tie me up. It's so obvious. But, as long as people are in the system and feeling pretty comfortable with it, you feel comfortable in the system until you don't. And then once you don't, then you look into other places and you get horrified at first and start hating everything at first, and then you realize, it's not that bad. I'm here, my body's working, the breath is sustaining me. Yeah, everything eats everything else, but whatever, it's the fact. Until you become a breatharian or something, or figure out how to sustain yourself without eating food, then you're gonna have to eat something else that's living, because that's the only stuff that sustains us. We can't eat dirt and live. Or maybe we can, There's no limit to creativity. There just isn't. Every moment, you're free to create. Every single moment. You can talk to anybody that's walking by. You can go climb any tree that you see. You can interact with every single thought form that comes across your path. You can interact with every other being that comes across your path. You can interact with beings that don't even come across your path. Mentally. There's no limits. So free yourself. Allow yourself to be free. If you're in hell, transform it. Doesn't matter. I'm watching my time. 9:50, 9:51, 9:52, 9:53. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the time at the same time as it's tying me up. So anyway, 10 minutes is good. It's time to stop. Take care, people.